Hey there, how are you doing today? Welcome to Review Sesh. If you've been here before, I really do appreciate you coming back to visit me. And if you haven't been here before, give me just one moment. Let me tell you a little bit about who I am and what I do. My name's Mike, and what I do is I review federally legal hemp products and devices. So it doesn't matter whether it's a consumable product of any kind or whether it's a functional device of any type. We're going to be checking out all of that stuff on this channel. I do really hope you enjoy the content that I'm making for you. So guys, we're doing another one from California Gold today. Another flower review. This time it's cookies and cream. We're going to be going for a sweet treat today. But before we do that, I want to go ahead and do the usual thing and pass it back to the previous me. And he's going to go ahead and reiterate a little bit more about what we do on this channel. And he might even be able to educate you a little bit about what THCa is. And then after that, we're going to be hopping right into this review. Alright, as you guys know, I review federally legal hemp products and devices on this channel. And some of these products have THCa in the name. And THCa is one of those things that has an awful lot of people confused right now. So if you're one of those people that's confused, give me just one moment. Let me explain a little bit. I might be able to educate you a little bit about what THCa actually is. And THCa stands for tetrahydrocannabinolic acid. And it's the naturally occurring compound found on all hemp plants everywhere. Basically, it's the precursor to what we know now as Delta 9 THC. All right. So, in and of itself, though, guys, THCa is not psychoactive. You're not going to go out and eat a piece of a hemp plant and get any elevated effects. It does not work like that. It first has to undergo a process called decarboxylation. And decarboxylation may sound like a fancy chemistry word, and it's because it is, but it's very simple in principle. And it simply means application of heat. So it doesn't really matter whether it's environmental heat, just the heat of the sun, it's a hot day outside, or, we're applying some artificial heat with some flame or with an electronic heat source like I like to use. We are decarboxylating that THCa molecule, and it's dropping that A right off the end of that molecule chain, and it's leaving you with good old-fashioned THC. So, guys, I want to be very clear on this. For all intents and purposes, the THC that everybody that you've ever spoken to or has ever spoken about before this, before 2018, they have been referring to THCa, the naturally occurring compound found on the plant. All right? Very clear about that. It is basically the same thing everybody's always spoken about. But the great thing is, since 2018 in the federal farm bill, we can get all these things to our doors. We don't have to go out and, you know, deal with strange people at odd times of night, potentially go out and, waste our time at the least and risk our safety at the worst. Now we just get it mailed to us, and when you get your packages in the mail, you're going to be getting something like this. This is a notice to law enforcement and the postal service, and it just dictates what is in the package, and it does list the applicable sections of the 2018 Farm Bill that the things in the package are covered under. Very important to hold on to these guys. You don't want to get rid of these right now. They pack flat. Just hold on to them. There's no reason to throw these out at this moment. For the foreseeable future, hold on to these and hold on to any COAs or certificates of analysis that you may have with your products. All right. All right, guys. With that out of the way, today's Good Mood is sponsored by California Gold Farm. As usual, I expect something really special from this. Cookies and cream, I do think I have had this strain once before in the far, far past. But I couldn't tell you what vendor it was, and I couldn't even tell you how long it was. Uh, if it was a vendor, even. Right? Mm. Mm-hmm. On the nose, it does smell very smooth. It's gonna have very sweet, very smooth, a little bit pungent. I don't know. It's about what I'd expect. Um, on first smell. Here's the nugs. Pretty good looking. Very dense. These are very dense nugs, like very, very dense. They do have a good snap to them, as that one just snapped. Got some good stick to it, and a lot of very good keef. Very, very keefy. So as usual, guys, what we're going to do here is I'm going to take a cut here, and I'm going to get some good shots of this, and then we're going to come back, and I'm going to taste it, and then we're going to do a little bit of research on the strain, see if we can learn a little bit about the genetics. So hang tight. We'll be right back. All right, I'm back, and I've got some fantastic shots of this cookies and cream from California Gold Farm. Now, I really do like occasionally to have a sweet something, something that has a little bit of sweetness to it that is going to be creamy and actually, you'll be able to taste that it's got like some vanilla or something in it. Um, I regularly have things that are cakey and things like that, lemon cakey, that sort of stuff, but none of it really, it's very rare that I get something that, has a good hint of vanilla or something like that. So we're going to see what we have today with this. And as usual, we're going to be using two pieces and maybe two devices. I don't know. We might just use the one device. Let's see. I've always got two running just in case. Never know what's going to hit my fancy. We might actually just use two devices. I don't know. We'll see. So, looking at this flower, getting some shots, it was all really pretty. It was all very pretty. I didn't take as many as I could have. I could sit around all day and take photographs of the flower, especially coming from California Gold Farm. However, what we're here for is to actually get an opinion of this. So, and I'm really excited to get an opinion of it. I have been, full disclosure, as you're looking at those photos, or as you've already seen them probably. I have been holding on to this for a little while. It's been a bit of time since I've had this. It's been about 3 weeks or more since I've had this flower, and in that time, it's I've been curing it myself. So you're gonna see a lot more transition trichomes and stuff in those photos than you might normally see. But yeah, I've held on to it for a little while. Hmm. That really is creamy and sweet. That's really nice. Wow. And that's what I'm looking for too, with something like this, with cookies and cream. Um, it is what it says. It's a sweet, got some vanilla, bit nutty toward the end. There is a bit nutty, but in a good way. Not like peanut or anything like that, but like I don't know, like a holiday nut or something. You know what I mean? Like something that maybe walnut or something. Mm, lots and lots of very dense vapor, even through the microdosing bowl, guys. Really good, very dense vapor, heavily trichome covered, and it held on to all of its keef. You guys haven't been getting keef shots in the past few videos. That's because all of the flower has been holding on to its keef extremely well. Oh, pardon me. You got a little whiff of something. I don't know. Made me sneeze. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish this bowl off, and then we're gonna try this other one. That's very good. And I'll be honest, that bowl could probably go a little longer, but I'm gonna go ahead and debowl that. Now, looking at the genetics, I usually start with all bud to check out all of the information about these flowers that I review here. I prefer all bud. It seems to have the most complete information, and it's all in one place. Now it's the most complete information until we get to getting in depth with the genetics. So when we get in depth with the genetics, I'll go to Seed Finder. And Seed Finder is probably going to be your best resource for actually figuring out lineage of these plants. They have almost everything listed. Think of it like the Wikipedia for for this industry, basically for this what we're doing here. It's every plant that you can think of, every cross that's ever been made. It allows farmers, growers, breeders to get online and input their genetics onto it and make sure that there's a record of their genetics. Very very cool website. If you guys haven't checked it out, I'll be sharing some more about that website with y'all shortly. Um, but this cookies and cream, it is a cross of Starfighter and an unknown Girl Scout cookies phenotype. It took first place for best hybrid in the 2014 Denver Cannabis Cup. Um, I can tell you right now, it has very heavy effects. Standard average THC content for this is about right around 26%. Um, yeah, I mean, effects: creative, euphoria, happy, relaxing, uplifting, may relieve ADD, ADHD, chronic pain, depression, fibromyalgia, gastrointestinal disorder, insomnia, loss of appetite, muscle spasms, nausea, PTSD, stress. Goodness gracious, that's an awful lot. Um, might calm you down or speed you up. I don't know. It's a hybrid. It's a 40-60 indica dominant hybrid. Put it that way. So figure it out, right? A lot of that stuff is pretty standard. Some of it's a little bit eh, stretching. Um, Aromas on it: candy, earthy, pungent, sweet, and vanilla. Yes, yes, it's pungent and sweet. Uh, Smelling candy and sweet is and I kind of feel like that's in vanilla. They kind of cross over. But earthy, pungent, candy, sweet, vanilla. That's pretty much right on the money for all of that stuff. Very very good flavor. Now looking at Seed Finder, the deep genetics of this is cookies and cream, so it's a cross of Starfighter F2 and a Girl Scout cookies pheno, unknown. And Starfighter itself is a cross of Tahoe Alien and Lemon Alien Dog, so it's very alien heavy. And those go right back to Kushes. It's Alien Kush, Tahoe OG Kush, Lemon Kush, and Alien Dog, which is pheno of Lemon Alien Dog, which is Lemon Kush. That's Starfighter. Now, Girl Scout cookies is this pheno is from a thin mint cut of Girl Scout cookies. So if you guys know anything about Girl Scout cookies, there's different cuts of it. Thin mint is probably one of the most famous cuts of Girl Scout cookies, if not the most famous. It's been crossed with a stupid amount of other stuff. And that thin mint cut is F1 Durban crossed with OG Kush. And the F1 Durban is not a Durban F1, but F1 Durban crossed with F1 from what I'm seeing here on Seed Finder. And I'll share, go ahead and, you will have seen the actual, you know, uh, page I'm looking at in the course of this. I've taken a screenshot and I'm going to share it with you so you can see it. And the OG Kush was a cross of some Hindu Kush and an unknown strain. So it's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Starfighter, Tahoe Alien, and Lemon Alien. I haven't had any of those ever, ever. I have had um, Girl Scout cookies, Thin Mint Girl Scout cookies. I have had a Pheno of Durban, and of course I've had OG Kush. I mean, who hasn't had OG Kush? If you guys know anything about our genetics here in the States, it's all OGK and Girl Scout cookies. I mean, for the most part. Even on the other side of this, Tahoe OGK. So we could go further back with that, but we're not going to. I'm not going to bother with that. Now, cookies and cream has a lot of hybrids and crosses. On Seed Finder, it shows 157 direct descendants from the exotic genetics strain in the strain database. That's an awful lot, and some of these strains, guys, they sound fire. I mean, there's some silly names in here, and there's some really interesting flavor profiles on some of these things if that's actually what they're getting with these crosses. I'll leave it to you guys to look it up if you're interested. But suffice to say, there's a lot of really cool stuff in there, and if you're interested in the genetics and stuff, there's so much from the cookies and cream uh, crosses and stuff like that. I mean, it's worth checking out. Anyway, enough yakking. I'm gonna go ahead and hit this bowl here. Hmm. That is what it is. That is what it is. Very dense, very thick paper. Very, very dense. Expansive. I'm quite pleased with that. Very good. I would love to get a hold of some of these other crosses um, of cookies and cream. Some of these are wild. There's some in there kind of silly. There's one called Bootylicious. That's a cross with something called Constantine, which, I mean, come on. Constantine, come on. And so much. Anyway, guys, I'm going to keep looking through this. I can't help it. I hope you guys are doing very well. I hope you enjoyed this little review of this this cookies and cream from California Gold Farm. This is very potent, guys. Very, very potent. Um, Heavily triked up, and it's holding on to its keef. Um, the nose is as it should be. Um, the flavors are as they should be. Um, the cure, right on point for me. I don't really like to give numbers and stuff, and I'm not gonna start. But this is pretty good up there. This would be probably one of those that I would keep around in a regular rotation myself. Just because it is almost like a dessert. It's very nice, and it's not one of those. It's sweet, but it's not overly sweet. It does still have some of that pungent aspect to it. And it's got which I do like, and it's got that vanilla. You really do get notes of vanilla. And I gotta appreciate that, guys, because it's so rare that you get that with any sort of flour. So, yeah, really good stuff. Um, I hope you guys are taking it easy. I hope you're staying lifted and blessed. I myself am going to be very, very busy coming up. I'm actually very busy right now. I got a lot to do right after I'm done with this video. I've been at it for probably about 8 hours today, and I still got another six or so to go before I get caught up with everything that I need to do. Um, so I'm going to keep at it. I'm probably going to go find a coffee or something like that, to be quite honest. Wake myself up a little bit, and maybe, I don't know, find a sativa or something to vape, wake up and get some stuff done today. Um, I'm really excited about what I've got coming for you. As always, if you could, like, comment, subscribe, share, that's always extremely helpful. I really do appreciate your support, and I plan on bringing you tons of great content. Um, until I see you next time, guys, as usual, I want you to continue to stay lifted and blessed, and I want you to take care of yourselves and your family and all of your loved ones, and, find things to keep yourself amused. Even if you're not making a fortune, even if you're not, pleasing everybody in the world, you can't please everybody, so don't try. Just go out every day and try to find something to amuse yourself with. And try to mix it up a little bit, Get out of your comfort zone every now and then. It's really freeing when you learn how to get out of your comfort zone and do something you didn't realize you could do, provided you're doing it in a positive way. That's what I did when I started this channel, and I'm continuing to do that every time I make a video. Every time I make a video, I'm breaking some kind of new wall, breaking some kind of new wall down in my life, and I'm getting through difficulties, and I'm getting past things, and I'm moving on, and I'm doing really, really well. And yeah, it's all because of a little bit of discomfort. So go ahead and embrace a little bit of discomfort every now and then, guys, because it will change your life for the better. I promise you. Um, there's no reason to wallow in it. Give it a big old hug and tell it thank you for making you stronger. Until I see you next time, stay lifted, stay blessed, and I'm going to talk to you very, very soon. Peace.